This is a stimulus check update for April 22nd. What we know now is out of the 170 million eligible Americans for the stimulus check, 80 million supposedly got their checks last week, although that's not accurate due to many errors and millions of dead people receiving stimulus checks. But regardless, the IRS is still lying about that 80 million. We'll just go off of that for now. That means 90 million Americans are still waiting for their stimulus checks. Out of the 90 million, 50 million Social Security, 15 million veterans, 5 million SSI, 19 million non-filers, and 500,000 RRB. This whole situation is still really annoying me because the people who need the money the most are waiting at the end of the line. So let's talk about Social Security and SSI first. So if we take a look at this recent article by USA Today, out of the 55 million who are eligible recipients of the stimulus check between Social Security and SSI, it says this: about 25 million to 30 million Social Security beneficiaries and recipients of supplemental security income typically are not required to file federal income tax returns. So we already know that they have your information, they're just stalling and delaying. Next is, as a result, they're likely to be in the next round of payments. Next round of payment is supposed to come out on the 24th of April. There is still no guarantee that there's 25, 30 million people who are waiting for the checks that's going to come out then. It might be early May. At this moment, we're still not getting a definitive answer. I feel like the IRS is just leaving us out to dry. Before we move on to other updates, I just want to take 20 seconds to make an announcement for Social Security recipients. You have until today, April 22nd, 12 p.m. to go to the non-filers portal. I'll have a link down in the description below to give the IRS your information if you are filing a dependent. Now this is $500 per dependent. If we look here at this article with the Motley Fool, if you're wondering if you qualify for having a dependent, you could pause the video here. I'm not going to read through each one of these, but mainly if you have someone under 17 living with you at least half the time, they could be claimed as a dependent. Also, if you are just starting out with Social Security benefits in 2020, so January 1st, 2020 or later, then you have to give the IRS your information so that they can pay you. The IRS will not have your information, so if you want to give them your direct deposit information, you could go to the non-filers portal. I'll have a link down in the description below. If you fall under the category of SSI or veteran benefits, first, I just want to say thank you for your service and for protecting our country. I'm so sorry that the government is treating you so poorly. It's really messed up. But you do not have to file a dependent at the same due date as Social Security on April 22nd. It's a much later date. It really is a shame that the government, the IRS, Mnuchin, the Treasury, they're treating the most vulnerable and important people of our society like trash, just tossing them to the side. Social Security recipients spent generations building the country that we live in right now, after working years and decades and providing for the economy and giving us the great life we have now. This is how they're treated. Same with veterans, protecting our country many years ago and still being screwed to this day. So I'm really sorry about that you have to go through that. It's really messed up. By the way, if you want to watch more videos like this and get stimulus check updates, hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you'll get notified of the most recent information that comes to date. Some other great news is that the US Senate just passed a $484 billion relief package. Now, this money isn't going to affect people who don't have small businesses. But the reason why this is a good thing is because now that they got that out of the way, they're going to start to focus on the people who need the money most, like that $2,000 a month paycheck that we've all been hearing about. That is still a proposal, so it's likely that they'll start giving it more attention now that the business stuff is out of the way. So let me know in the comments below if you received your check yet or what your status is. Next update is if you have filed taxes through H&R Block, TurboTax, Jackson Hewitt, as well as other tax services. The IRS is in the wrong once again. No surprise there. What's happening here is that anyone who filed taxes with these tax services, what happens is a temporary account is open for the person to get their tax refund. And when the temporary account is open, They put the money in there, the people who are doing the taxes take a little off the top for fees, and then they give it to the person. Now the problem here is that the IRS is sending the money to this temporary account. Out of this whole mess and debacle, TurboTax has probably been the most compliant and best communicating out of all of them. They said that any money that's going into the temporary accounts, they're sending it to the actual bank account. And many banks are reporting the same thing, that TurboTax is actually sending the money to the bank account. Sometimes it goes into the temporary account and gets sent back to the IRS. Other times it's going to the temporary account and going to the bank account. Other times it's completely bypassing the temporary account. So the banks and these tax services are working hard to try to make sure that everyone's getting their stimulus check, but they're also reporting that the IRS isn't doing their part in updating the information that these tax services are giving them. Moving on, I'm still getting questions about the Get My Payment tool, otherwise known as the Waste My Time tool. So this tool, according to the IRS, is being updated every 24 hours, supposedly. So it doesn't make sense to check it all day. Just check it once in the morning, see if it works for you. If not, then try again the next day. There's nothing that we could do about this. Assuming that you filed your taxes either 2018 or 2019, I would recommend getting that tax form and then type in the information exactly into the Get My Payment tool to gain access to it. If there's commas, if there's abbreviations for your address, type in every single thing exactly how it shows up on your tax refund. I got a few comments of people saying that they haven't paid taxes, but they owe taxes, so this is also known as back taxes, and they're afraid of giving the IRS their information because then they're afraid that the stimulus check may be garnished or taken away. So I just want to let you know that your stimulus check is completely independent than if you owe back taxes. Definitely go through the process, giving the IRS your information to receive the stimulus check. Even if you owe back taxes, that's a whole other issue. Don't be afraid to claim your stimulus check. Just go to the non-filers portal. I'll have a link down in the description below and provide them with your information so that you could get the check, ideally through direct deposit, so you don't have to wait weeks or months for a paper check. So if you still have any specific questions, ask me down in the comments below. I try to answer them as fast as I can right after the video is published and even later on, so I could help you figure out what situation you have so that you could get your money faster. Also, if you want to get free money and free stocks by signing up for investment apps, some of them you don't even need to put any money down, just sign up for the account. I have a spreadsheet down below with about 10 apps where you just sign up through the link, you get your free stock or free money. If you want to watch more videos on stimulus check updates, you could click either one of these links over here. Stay safe, take care, and I really hope you get your money soon. Thank you for watching.